I'm pleased to say that joining us now is Maud Maron, a former public defender and member of a local school council. She's also challenging Alvin Bragg for Manhattan DA in an election that will kick off next year. Maud, we're so grateful to have you on the program today. You know, there was an interesting headline in the New York Post just this morning that flags that over 58,000 migrants with criminal backgrounds, they're either charged or have been convicted, are currently in New York City. That's 7% of the illegal migrant population. And Alvin Bragg has been widely criticized for not going after criminals and even illegal migrant criminals. So what would you do differently?
Well, first of all, we have to say there are no New Yorkers who want to have, Venezuelan gang members who are, with our taxpayer dollars, being put up at hotels in our neighborhoods, at night, and then committing crimes by the day. Absolutely nobody wants that. It makes all of us less safe. But there's another part that I don't think everyone has even considered. It's not safe for the people in those migrant shelters. There are among some of the migrants people who have genuinely sought, asylum in this country to get away from the criminal gangs in the country they're coming from. They're in those shelters. There are moms with kids in those shelters who tried to escape these gangs when they came here, and now they too are being terrorized by those gangs. Alvin Bragg needs to prosecute criminals, whether they are migrants, whether they are any single person who's committing a crime in this city.
But he's not, which is why you're prepared to take him on.
Yes.
What is the issue that you stand for that you think you can win?
The reality is New Yorkers want change. We want a safer city. We want a cleaner city. We want a better functioning city. And right now, we know that New Yorkers are not satisfied with the leadership of this city. We were talking before about the fact that over 100,000 fewer people voted for the leadership in the last election that we have right now. And in addition to that, I'm a mom of 4 public school kids. We saw that since COVID, we had over 100,000 kids. We started at 1.1 million kids when my eldest went to school, and we're down to 815,000 kids in the school system because people are voting with their feet. They're leaving a city that can't guarantee their safety. And in order to have a safe city, we have to have a prosecutor who's interested in prosecuting crime.
So there's a lot of talk about whether places like New York are kind of shifting red. California's in that conversation. You know the city, you're looking at it. Is New York shifting red, or is it shifting is there something else going on? Is it even more than politics at this point?
I hear some people say they left the left. I see other people say that they're politically homeless. And I see other people just saying, I don't want to talk about politics. I want my city to work for me. We have kids, that need to navigate the school. I always say the New York City subway system is the yellow school bus for hundreds of thousands of kids. Middle schoolers and high schoolers take the subway to get to school, and it needs to be safe. Right now, we have the Daniel Penny summations going on, and we have lots of kids in the subway system who shouldn't have to rely on a good citizen to stand up and protect them.
It's totally true.
You changed your political affiliation to Republican from Democrat, I believe. So we only have about 10 seconds, but what was it for you that made you switch over to Republican?
I just want to have the opportunity to present my ideas and policies to New Yorkers because I know New Yorkers want better ideas and policies.
Maud, I really hope you're going to come back and join the program again.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me.